So I just came across this GameSpot article from 10 days ago. It's a bit old, so I'm sorry if I'm late to the party, but I had to comment on it. More games needs to be honest about not being finished yet. I agree, that's a valid point. But then I saw Crimson Desert graphic in the background, and I told myself, they're going to try and push the narrative they pushed on their initial review. We are shy of 2 weeks out from the launch of Crimson Desert, and while I personally have been enjoying my time with the game, I feel it's been one of the most egregious examples of modern trend in gaming. Titles releasing as 1.0 when they should have been releasing as early access. Egregious, by the way. Something remarkably bad. This is an egregious example of a game that should have been an early access. Since the launch of Crimson Desert, the game has added a storage chest, yada yada yada. He continues to list all the great things Pearl Abyss added to the game following players' feedback. Okay, these aren't little tweaks and fixes. These changes completely transform the experience of playing the game. I agree. It improves upon the game, definitely. Okay, it doesn't mean that the game was launched unfinished. This is how product work. You take a product, a game, from the hands of a handful of developers and reviewers to the hands of literally millions of players. Of course, you're going to be flooded with ideas and requests, and yes, the occasional game bugs. This is literally what's happening with every major game launch. Pearl Abyss released the game as they intended to release it, with the mechanics they chose to include in the game. Millions of players received the game and said, we think they need to tweak that. We think this is missing. This mechanic can be better if you do X, Y, Z. And Pearl Abyss listened to the feedback and implemented those changes thoughtfully. It does not mean they released a broken game. Pearl Abyss did not release the broken game. Crimson Desert wasn't broken on day one. That's just a false narrative. That's just lying to the public. And I don't understand why these reviewers do not take a step back and review their own work and say, hey, we approached this game wrong. Something is off with our reviews. If so many players enjoy the game and praise the game, something is wrong with our review. We did something wrong. Maybe we rushed it. Maybe we tried to release the review on day one, and this is not the kind of game because it's so big with so many different mechanics that you cannot review it in 2 weeks and give an honest feedback about the game. No, they will continue to push the narrative because they know everything. They know better than every other player. From millions of players, 4 million copies sold in 3 weeks. New IP. Check yourself, reviewers. This is just...